Yeah, and awesome.
Okay, so we getting ready. What's that clicking over?
Sorry.
No, I was.
I need to turn my keyboard off. I'm sorry. I don't. This is a new laptop, and so you're getting it raw and uncut.
That's fine.
No, I'm not gonna.
No, you can. I was just wondering.
I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn it off.
Today. Okay, come on in, people. I'm ready. Wait. Hello, hello. Some people come in, they won't. They don't want to show themselves. Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
I don't even see your chat.
Huh?
I see where you've typed in it, but I can't. I guess I need to go to YouTube to type into your chat. Is that what I gotta do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think because I know when I'm on live with them challenges, I can't type in anything.
Okay.
So let me share this right quick.
Okay.
Here, sometime when you go live, you have to share it to try to beg people to come in. So let me go. Y'all give me 1 second.
You're fine because I'm sharing too, but I was trying to turn off my keyboard.
I've never been live, so I don't know how to even share it.
I just go to my phone and take the link from her live stream and then just send it to wherever I'm
going. Well, I got on it on my phone, so I don't know if I.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Yeah, I would have got. I didn't know I could get on with a laptop.
Let's see. There she is, but there's a live stream.
Hey, Anjanae, how you doing? Uh-oh. Hello. Hey. Woo. How you doing? We have some guests in the chat today, live with me. Give me 1 second. We're going to wait till a few people get in here so we can start off and introduce ourselves. Michelle. Uh-oh. I think I'm sharing it to y'all too, so. I'll just go down the line. How you doing today? Oh, I'm doing good. Well, we all doing good too. Yeah, share this live if you can, so y'all can get to know some people, some lovely YouTubers. Hello. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Show us some love. I'm just sharing it, you guys. I'm just sharing.
Sorry, that was
I don't know if I could click off of it because I'm on my phone. I want to share it. I don't know if I could bring it down because then it'll probably kick me out. I don't know.
It will, but you can get back on.
Oh, it'll kick me off if
I mean, if you want to, you can go ahead and share it and then just hit that invite. That's if you want to do it. And then go back to your
invite and come back in.
Yeah. Yes. And I'll let you back in.
I'll do that. I'll be right back. Oh, it look like I'm still on. Oh, okay. I see it now.
Yeah, I never I always had a backup phone, a second phone.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get started. Hello. I see it's 9 people. Hello. Show yourself. Say hello back. And it's funny when I do my live, I never do my intro. That welcome.
That's special for the mukbang situation.
Oh, okay. Because I do it at the end. I never do it at the beginning. I don't think of it until I'm getting ready to get off. And I'm like,
yeah. I always think of that when you do your mukbangs.
Okay, y'all. Hit that like button. Hello. Hey, Steve. Hey, White. Valerie, how you doing? How is everybody doing? We getting ready to get started. We haven't started yet, so stay in so y'all can meet these lovely YouTubers.
Yes, don't leave. Stay.
Let me get back on.
And we have a good topic. We have a a wonderful discussion to discuss something about everybody.
Next time you should ask questions on Instagram, before you have it. So then you have some perspective of different questions that people,
Hey,
interact with. Yeah.
You silly welcome.
Welcome.
Okay, you guys, come on in, and let's get started. Okay, you guys know I'm 1K Yellow Diamond, and I have 2 lovely special guests. We have Detox Diva, and we have
Kera Nichelle.
Kera Nichelle. I'm bad with names, but I'm working on it. You know what? I'm bad with names, and I'm working on it because I'm hearing people talking about me. Which I don't care, but I'm working on it. So let's start off with KC Detox Diva. Would you like to introduce yourself? Hey, Rodney.
Hello, everyone. My name is Casey Detox Diva. Everybody just calls me Casey, and I have been on YouTube for 2.5 years. I've known 1K Yellow Diamond probably for most of that time I've been on YouTube. I am a holistic motivator. I am a spiritual counselor. I help people. I like to do DIY natural and healthy recipes. I support real conversations, bad or good, being real about life and encouraging people through God and positive resources, prayer, meditation, Reiki, spiritual readings, all of that. So I'm pretty open when it comes to just positivity, laughter. That's the best medicine. So that's what I do on YouTube, just trying to build a positive community, one person at a time.
Okay. Well, welcome, KC Detox Diva. Welcome to 1K Yellow Diamond channel. Okay, Miss Nichelle.
Okay, my name is Kera Nichelle, and I have been on YouTube for probably about 6 or 7 months. I'm still new on YouTube. My channel, y'all, this is my first time on live.
Okay, you're doing amazing.
My channel,
I know.
Thank you. I make vlogs, I make topic videos, I also make workout videos. So that's about it. What I do. I work full-time as well, so I do YouTube on the side.
Me too.
Yeah, that's good. As long as you, like you said, if you can, at least post once a week. At least do that if you can. If you kind of really grow your channel, even if you can just go live. I know you said this is your first time going live, Nichelle. And if you can go live, that can kind of grow your channel as well as with watch time and
Yeah.
Yeah, I think YouTube, they wait till you get to a certain amount of subscribers before they open up your ability to go live on YouTube.
So you can go live on your laptop anytime. You don't have to wait.
Really?
It's just your phone that you can't go
Okay,
live.
that's what it is then.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a limit. Because someone was on my live, I don't know, about a week ago, and they were saying that they couldn't go live because they didn't have enough. But I thought you can go live anytime, as long as they approve your number, you verified.
No, as long as the thing is, you have to be on your laptop to go live, or they have these different apps out there that if you want to use your phone, you have to download like Streamlabs. There's a couple other ones that you can use without being without 1,000 subscribers. But until you get to 1,000, you cannot go live on your phone unless you're using an app or you use your laptop. So your laptop, you definitely can go live on.
Okay. Hey, Ray, how you doing? How you doing, Ray? Welcome, everybody. Make sure you hit that like button. And we just got through introducing ourselves, and we getting ready to get into some topics, y'all. So what y'all want to talk about? What y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to talk about? And it seems like every time I have, Casey, why you looking like that?
I'm not looking like anything. I'm just here for moral support.
You see how she was looking, Kera?
I did. You don't want to talk about what
we gonna talk about, Nichelle?
We're gonna talk about relationships.
Okay. I mean, hey, we all in some type of relationship. Some type, whether we with another human or a relationship with our job. You know, relationship is just a word, can mean it can mean many things.
It can mean a lot of things. Yeah. Absolutely.
So we want to start off talking about relationships. What is the key? What is the key thing in keeping a relationship going? Whether it goes for 3 months, 6 months, a year, 10 years. What is the main number one key?
I think it's communication. I believe communication is important. From day one, you got to be able to talk.
Right.
Which is my problem. I am an effective communicator I'm an effective communicator with certain people. So that's the issue. And I told you I'm difficult. That is the problem.
Well, Casey, it's the key to a relationship. What is the downside of it for you, of the communication? Why can't you just?
The thing is, you can communicate, but if you can communicate, but if the other person is not receiving what you're saying, and it's falling on dead ears, then there's no point of saying anything. And then when you get to the point of not saying anything, then you have resentment. So being an effective communicator does not mean that you have good communication in your relationship, and so both parties have to be open to receive whatever it is. And if you're not open, then that's where the downfall lies.
That's so true. Because I know it's been many times, I'm just, talking to the wall and my husband is sitting right there. And I'm trying to figure out, why is he not paying attention? And then when it comes down to that information for him to use it or apply it, he's like lost. And then he wants to say that I didn't say anything about it. Well, we're not listening. So now I pack my bags and go for the weekend.
Well, and that's the problem that that's the problem that all women have and all men have. We are on different playing fields. Communication, we need an interpreter, but there's no interpreter. You know what I mean? So you have to figure out how to learn each other's language.
Right.
And for me, I'm just one of those, I'm a runner. So I don't got time to be trying to learn your language. I got more important things to do in my life. I feel like my time is valuable. And so, but I'm at a place now where I want a relationship, but am I ready to put in the work and deal with the different playing fields? That's where I am right now. It's like, okay, so what am I going to have to give up to do this?
Right.
and is it worth giving up for? So
Right. And in a relationship on both ends, you're gonna have to give a little. Not saying give up everything that you believe in and that your wants and needs, but you have to kind of like balance each other because it's sometimes that
well, but I also feel like, if you're trying your hardest and that person's not putting in, 100, and it's not 50-50, it's 100-100. If that person's only putting in 50 and you put in 100, why don't you say, I'll say 75. Bring it down a little bit. 50 and 75.
or you just giving it your all to keep the
Yeah.
relationship going and working, and they're not putting no sacrifice or time or energy or understanding or even listening. That's going to be a problem.
And that's where my relationship falls right now. That's why he's been on pause for 2 weeks. I literally have him on block for 2 weeks. Well, he wasn't on block for the first week, but this week he's been on block.
Chastity. Hello? Stop, Casey. Look, I see these names here too. Don't be trying to make it seem like I'm the only one who can say these names.
Yeah, I'm terrible at names too. So
I don't see it because I'm on my phone, so I can't see it. Yeah.
Hi, Green. How you doing?
It's Chastity. I have a girlfriend named Chastity. So yes, I see everybody. I pulled up the YouTube and then have like just the chat open so I can see who's in there and actually be able to talk. Now, Kera, I was gonna put your link in there since you can't do it yourself, but I don't have your channel name, your name, the name that's on
Kera Nichelle.
Let me go and find it real quick because I'm gonna put my link in there, but I was gonna put yours as well. So let me go find that. While we're talking.
I appreciate that because I'm limited with being on my phone. Yeah, I can't see anything with the chat.
Right, why you thought it was food video? What I said, hey y'all, chat with me and some lovely guests. So Kera, what do you think? Your opinion about what we talking about the communication? I heard you saying trust is the big thing for you.
Oh yeah, trust is, but communication also. But for me as well, like I feel like now when I see a red flag, I quickly am like, nope, not entertaining, not talking to this person. I feel like sometimes most of the time I don't give people a chance. Once I see that red flag, I'm like, oh yeah, no.
Well, it's showing you right then. If you see that red flag and it's a red flag to you, they're actually showing some of their traits. Mm-hmm. So are you going to deal with that? Because I'm going to tell you, when you see those red flags at the beginning, they're not going to, 9 times out of 10, you got to look at it. They're not going to change. Now, as people change, they grow and learn and whatever, but you got to look at it where this is the way this person is and they're not going to change from that. So the red flags is one thing, but minute you see that red flag, you don't just say, for example, you meet this guy, y'all go on a date, and he's sitting there. What am I gonna say? He's sitting there picking his nose. Oh God, no. You now some women be like, oh, that's cute, but you
what?
To be honest, I probably will not answer the phone or answer text messages the next day. And I am so good at that. I will be quick to ignore somebody. It's bad, but I feel like that's why I've been single all this time, because I'm starting to realize now everybody's not perfect. And I try to kind of see what I can deal with. And if I know it's something I can't deal with, then.
So why don't I just tell him, hey, what's up? Why are you picking your nose? That's disgusting. I mean, and see, that's where, I used to be quiet and not say nothing and just ignore and not call and all that. But then, I'm gonna give him an opportunity to correct, especially if it's the first. I know they say first impressions or whatever, but look, that was kind of nasty, dog. Do you do that all the time? Is that just, you just happen to have that? What, what's up? That's nasty. You're going to wash your hands. What you going to do? So
And it goes back to the communication, because you do want to let a person know, okay, this is not what I like. Now, if they don't change from that, then that's where the problem come in at. Because if y'all
do we expect them to change? That's the issue.
well, we don't. But
You know what?
how
And
many
then I
times
feel
you
like
all step those little red flags, and you deeply in that relationship already?
or people wait. You know, everybody's nice when you first meet them. So they'll wait until later to show you who they really are. So they might start off calling you, texting you all the time, all these nice gestures. And then when they feel like they got you, they stop doing all of that. The last person I actually dealt with, that's how they did me. And I kept telling them, I was like, we never, you know, go out anymore. We don't never do anything. All you want to do is sit in the house. I'm not with that. And, you know, just making a lot of false promises. So I just got to the point. I kept telling him what he was doing wrong. He didn't change it. And
right.
that was it.
Well, Valerie, she said, why not just hand him a napkin and ask him to wash his hands?
I'm pretty sure there's a napkin. If we're sitting there, he has a napkin, but I will ask him to wash his hand for sure.
Hey, Sarah. But I mean, yeah, it goes back to communication, because look, things like that, even though we just using the nose picking, that's something small.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
they just nasty. They doing that.
Can y'all deal with that in the chat? What you said?
Well,
they just nasty if they doing that. Just
right. In public, and they just.
Yeah, but think about bachelors. Bachelors do a lot of stuff that we're like, oh my goodness. So, I mean, and so a woman like my brother's wife, my brother couldn't dress a darn lick. You should have saw the clothes and stuff that he put together, his hair. He never got his hair cut, but then she took him and ranged him off and, you know, got him all ready, and he's dressing real nice. He smells good. His hair is cut, but she took the time to show him, you know, what she liked in him.
Right.
I don't have that patience. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't. You know, if you wear Southern man wear, with your belt is on the outside and all your shirts is tucked in, even sweaters, I have issues with that. Can you not do that? You know.
And then you got to give him credit. He wanted to change.
Wanted to, and that's the difference. They, you know, it's just a suggestion, but I think it's the delivery as well. And that's what I'm working on now, is my delivery with this person that I've been talking to. We've known each other 6 years, and this is like, we haven't seen each other in 4. And so this is all fresh and new, and the delivery on both of our side is just messed up. We have a really great time together, but
when it gets down to serious things,
he can't be serious. That's his problem. He says I'm too serious, and he's not serious enough. Everything's a joke. Everything is funny. He's always posting memes on Facebook. He's always, you know, that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, do you ever get tired of that? But I know that it's what do you call it? He's trying to compensate for how he feels about himself. You see what I'm saying? So
you're right about that. Maybe that's what he's actually asked. You know, that's his way of showing that, you know, he want laughter, he want happiness. But
I feel like he does, but then the things that the actions don't, you know, portray that. So
yeah, you know. Actions speak louder than words. It really does. I mean, well, you got to figure out if you want to spend that time just in any relation, anything. It's just like even a job. You know, you go to work, just say, you know, you all hyped up about this job. And when you go work for a week, you be like, man, why did I do my other job and come for this?
Yeah, that's perfect example of my situation and my job. I love my job now, but in the beginning, I hated it. I cried, I kicked, I stomped, I screamed. I don't know why I moved here from Kansas to Florida for this mess. And now I will not trade it. I told my manager I'm here forever.
Yeah.
I don't need a promotion. I just need my job. That's all I need. So I mean, but it's taken 2 years to get here.
That's well, we all, Valerie said, men grow with time. I think that's all of us.
Yeah,
we all grow with time.
Most definitely.
But
Valerie, are you married, hun? Do you have a husband, a boyfriend? Long term, she's very wise, so I'm just trying to see, you know, she can contribute some good advice.
Yeah, I definitely need some advice, because I'm single at this point and not looking.
And how old are you?
30.
30.
Yep. Single
She's
and
married.
not looking.
I knew she had to be married because she's given some great advice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where you see? Oh, it haven't popped up on this.
I'm not looking at StreamYards.
No,
I have YouTube, the chat on one side.
Okay.
Which is what I do when I'm on StreamYards. I have the YouTube chat because it pops up right away.
So, chat, what do you all think? What is the key to a good relationship or a long-term relationship? Valerie says she's married. She's 45. How long you been married? She's 45. Yeah, some men, I mean, we all grow with time, but I think some people grow slower than others. It's because they choose not to. Some people's just comfortable where they at, who they are.
Right.
They still want this person in their life.
Hey, Leilani, how are you?
Hey, how you doing? 13 years. 13. Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. That's a long time. How you doing, Leilani?
It's funny that you said that earlier about the not being able to dress, because that is such a turn off for me. Somebody who cannot dress, oh my gosh.
Well, I've dated a few and they've changed their way of dress.
I was gonna say that.
That is something that can be easily fixed.
Yes, that can be fixed. That doesn't bother me at all. Yeah.
That's good. We're all good. Just sitting here chatting about relationships. Leilani, what is the key to a good relationship?
I was going to say another thing is, for me, when I'm like being on, most of my dating has been online. So most of the guys I've met have been online. And the key for me is, oh, I just lost it. Oh my God, that's terrible. Communication's one. And like you said, trust is the other. And then the third for me is spirituality. So I want to know, what type of God do you serve? Because for me, if you're not on the same page as I am, I dated a guy when I first moved here from Kansas, and I didn't ask him right away. I was so excited about moving here and, I'm dating somebody. And when I asked him about praying and God, he's like, I don't believe in that. And that's not me. Right. I'm not praying. I'm not reading no Bible. And at the end of all of that, we were done. That was it for me. So religion, not necessarily religion, but spirituality for me is very important. And so you have to be on the same playing field with me with that.
Oh, yes, I agree with that too. I don't think that will work. Could it work? Someone just, is, deep with their spiritual and someone is an atheist. Could that work?
I have a girlfriend that married a Muslim and she was Christian and their kids were confused. Oh. And they were like, we're going to just let them choose whatever religion. And they were like battling for the kids. It was just a mess. They end up divorcing, and I could never do that. I could never marry somebody who's an atheist. That, I can't.
Yeah, I guess that's something you talk about when you're first meeting the person. So you kind of figure that's something you can deal with or not, instead of, I feel like a lot of times people don't get to know each other. We rush into things, and then you'll see all these things about the person that you don't like. When if you just take the time in the beginning to get to know them, then you won't even.
Exactly. You take sex off the table, which is the problem. The guy that I'm talking to now, we've never had sex. I've known him 6 years. We've dated off and on for 6 years. This is the more on that we've dated. I've spent the night at his. He lives away from me, so I spent the night at his house. He spends the night at my house, but we don't engage. And so when I tell you that it allows us to have a clearer mindset and all of that, that's awesome. But before that, when you create a soul tie with somebody, you accepting all of these things before you get to know that person. And then it's hard to separate. That's why you see so many people in bad relationships, because of that soul tie.
Right.
The physical passion you're putting all your passion, you're putting all your everything into a relationship, and you don't even know that person. And so
some people are chasing people for very shallow reasons. The reason why they're getting into relationships with people in the first place.
yes,
Looks are not everything. Get to know somebody. They're not everything. And I still I see people who go after people just because they have this certain look. And
certain look, bank account, money, they drive a fancy car, and they probably running with it, you know. So
yeah.
Depot man is looking for them, but you don't know. You you go to the restaurant when y'all come out the car gone.
You're a mess.
So Leilani said honesty and communication.
Yes, honesty and communication. Yes. And Valerie said you have to teach your children on how to search for the truth.
Yeah.
So what exactly does that, the steps for that, you know, is searching for the truth? I mean, are we searching for the truth as far as life, relationships, love, you know, religion?
I think for me, I can speak, you know, I could teach my kids what I know and my foundation in all areas of life. But at the same time, it's a lot of stuff that they're not going to get just by me teaching them. They have to learn and experience it on their own. And for one thing, I really do think about relationships because, you know, my sons brought some girlfriends here, and I told them back in the days, if you see a woman, this is just me, I'm, you know, woman with a comb in her hair, you know, I don't think, you know, out in public with the comb picking her hair, you know. I think,
that's what I'm like.
That's one thing, y'all know, y'all seen them, you know. Well, you know, women's are a little different now. You know, I'm going back in my upbringing, but anyway, it's something telling you about that, you know, about, you know, whatever. But so I have told my kids that, my son, because I have boys, I don't have any girls. Well, I have no girls, but anyway, so I told them
neither.
I told, but God knew what to give me. Because if I had some girls, but yeah, that's a different.
that's a whole nother one.
Yeah. So, but like I said, as they start dating, like my two 27-year-old and 21-year-old, they start dating, and I see things that they have to learn on their own. They couldn't just take my word for it. They have to actually experience and learn on their own. And that's in anything, I think. Majority of everything. They'll take your advice and your upbringing and your teaching, but they have to actually learn it on their own for them to get it.
Exactly. That's true. You got to go through things. People can tell you something about somebody all day or about a situation. Don't do this because this will happen. But then as a learning experience, we do it anyway. We have to go through it to see that, okay, they were right about this person or this situation.
Hey, Ketolicious Ness, how you doing?
Hello, Keto.
I got girls, just shoot.
I have two sons. God knew what to give me as well, because I'm a Tom girl. So yeah, I have tools. I love to build. So
I don't
wear the nails and all of that stuff. What'd you say?
I have no kids right now.
Well, that's good. Take your time. Take your time because you want to find, you know, the right man for you, as well as a father for your children, because, you know, sometimes, you know, women get with, you know, men's, and then, you know, they end up having babies and children from the man's, and, you know, they might split, but that man is not, you know, he's not a good man as well as a good father. So you gotta make sure that you wait for that God sent.
Yes.
Wait till God send it to you. Work on yourself. While you single, work on yourself. Because when you work on yourself, then you'll notice, you'll see the light on that man, that with your name on it. Okay, that's the one God sent it to me.
I was gonna ask you, how do you know this is the person that God sent for you when you're meeting them? Or how would you know?
Who, me?
Yeah, like, since I'm asking you, since you're married, but how do you know?
I've been married too long. Well, at the beginning, I know he was.
You said what?
At the beginning, because, you know, I was young. What? Wait, y'all, give me a second. At the beginning, I didn't know. I was young, you know. Are you gonna speak? That's my son. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I didn't know. I didn't know he was God sent. You know, we went through some times, you know, at the beginning, but you know, but as time went on, he started growing, he started changing, and now, you know, he's gonna, you know, he's my man and husband, and we're gonna be together forever. We're gonna be together forever. You know, we have split up 28 years. We have split up, you know, and it's so funny when we split up. It was never about being with someone else. It was like we was just giving each other room in our time to ourselves. So 28 years, that's a long time.
So have you ever heard Trevor Noah? You guys know who Trevor Noah is?
I don't.
Trevor Noah is from the Day Show. He's a comedian from Africa. He was born into his mother is not Nigerian. I forgot what, Zimbabwe, I guess, or somewhere. I can't remember. And his father's Irish or something. So he's mixed. But anyway, he talks about relationships and how people shouldn't live in the same house together as far as men, women, and men, and that they can be married, but they should have separate houses. And that because each of them have their own way of their living, he said people will live longer if they didn't live in the same household. Well, I kind of go along with that to a degree, because I can't imagine me giving up my space to be married to somebody and living in the same space. Maybe if I was younger, because that's what is expected of us to do, is to move into a room and be in one room and share everything. But my mother and father was married for years and years, and towards probably about 15 to 20 years in, they started having their own separate space. My mother said my dad was too nasty. He was a pack rat. And so she's like, So she had the room over here. He had his was over doing whatever he was doing. But when they came together, they were more happier because he could watch his show. She could watch her show. You know, and so for me, that's how I feel. Me getting married, that's one of the stipulations I told him. I said, if I move to Orlando, I need my own room. I said, so, I mean, if that's the case, I need my own space.
Right.
Meditative energy, my energy, I need my room to be cleared out. I need all the energy to be good and positive. And I don't want a television in my bedroom. He does. That's what he does. He loves TV. I don't. So there's a lot of things that compromising you can do, but there's some things as far as your space, you need your own space. That's why they have a man cave.
That's true.
Right. Yeah, you know what? You're so true. When you were speaking of your mom and your father, it sounds like where me and my husband is at. I mean, we have our own rooms. We do not sleep together. Yeah. I mean, you know, when you get older and you realize, okay, this is who I'm gonna be with for the rest of my life, you got to make some adjustments. And my husband know I have to have my me time. Yes. He know that, and my me time can last up to a week. Just give me my space. Even my kids know that. They even know. They be like, "Oh, mom, I'm about to go crazy." Yeah. You know, give me my me time. And I'm the only female in the house besides our animals. I don't know how our animals end up being girls, but I'm the only female in the house. So they know. Give me my space. Give me my time. Right. My husband know if he want me to stay around, which I'm not gonna go nowhere. He have to give me my space.
And I'm the same way. I need my space. And so, like I was telling you last weekend when I went to go stay at his house is chaotic because his sister used to live there. So there's stuff everywhere. And so there's not a whole lot of places I can go to get away from him when he gets on my nerves, which he does. I get on his nerves. So I put my headphones in, which is the indicator to leave me alone. You know, I'm praying. This is my prayer time. This is my space time. But he takes his as I'm trying to ignore him because he's trying to get his point across. And so that just reiterates, I need my space. And so what are you going to do to make this happen? You know, even if I decide to move, I can move anywhere because of my job. I can live anywhere. So I can go live with him now once I give up my apartment. But I need my own spot. I need to be able to shut a door and go and do my own thing. Meditation, prayer, whatever it is,
Whatever.
I need to be able to do that. And so I can't, that's not a compromise for me.
Yeah, I need space. I don't like, for me personally, I don't like clingy people that in that sense. And then I just feel like I need space anyway, like especially if that's somebody I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. I can only imagine that. I don't want to see you every second of the day. We don't have to be together every second of the day. So,
and that was one of me and my husband's thing that we had a battle about, because I'm just that type of person where, you know, I need that space, and he didn't get it. He wanted, you know, and what he thought, you know, it was another man. I'm not worried about no another man. I'm worried about me. It was me that I wanted my time to myself. And my husband, he don't go, and he don't like to do that. And I like to go.
Yeah.
He's more like a housebound. But we, you know, after all these years, we worked it out. I like one comment Valerie said. She said, the older you get, the harder it is to let someone in. That's true.
That's true. I'm not even, I mean, I feel like I'm still 30, but I feel like that's true. Like it was easier then, and now as I'm getting older, I'm just like, especially after you've been through things and dealt with different people, it's just like it takes longer for me to let somebody in and trust them, get comfortable with them.
Well, but I have this problem with females as well. So that right there is that statement is a blanket statement for me, for even family members, because I have family members who have bullied and mistreated, you know, most of my life, and then they grow and they get older and they learn. I hope they learn. So they try to forgive and let them in, and then when they get in, they do the same thing. So for me, I think that's a blanket thing. As you get older, it's harder to let anybody in.
Right.
And so, God isolated me. He brought me here. I'm by myself. I don't have any family here. So I had to really stand on me and me alone and God. So we had a lot of conversations and a lot of things that had to happen for me to start trusting people again. You know, so that's where I am. My trust is so much more than it ever has been, because in the past, I ain't tolerating you.
Yeah, I trust no one. I was having a good time or whatever, but you know, and I think it's a saying. It said trust is a oh my goodness, Lord, trust is a deadly gift to give away. It's a deadly gift to give away, because you can't sit there and just trust anyone, because you know, especially now it's a lot of crazy people in the world. So you just don't want to it's good not to trust people. You want to start off, when you meet a person, you want to start off not trusting them. They have to build that trust up. That's just my opinion about it. I trust no one.
Yeah, I've always been like that, especially in friendships, even with females. I wait a very long time before I start telling people my business.
Oh yeah.
I have to trust you to start doing that. And I'm the kind of person, when I see people trying to dig, you know, for stuff for my business, then I start telling them nothing. I don't like that. It's already hard in itself to have friends, and especially it's more phony people than there are people who are genuine.
Yeah, that's so true.
When I start seeing the phoniness, I start distancing myself.
Right.
It's me.
And then go ahead.
I was just gonna say actions. You have to stop looking. See, that's where I would falter myself, I guess, because I'm gonna have to go get this book. I did this intelligence test. And one of the things in my test, it says I'm a wooer, which means I am all about, you know, people and connecting with people, and I'm an extrovert. But the thing is that learning how to watch their actions and not their words, is something that I had to learn even in the recent, like a year, 6 months ago, because, you know, that is, you know, I'm trying to, okay, I hear what you're saying, but wait a minute, there's something off of what you're saying, because your actions are different. So I'm very hyper focused now on people's actions and not their words, because they don't go together. There's a lot of that, you know. So, you know, You just got to look at their actions.
Right. That is real true. I mean, a person action can say a lot. A lot. They can sit there and be talking and saying things, but their actions is going to show a lot.
Right.
You know, and if a person, if a person, when they talk and they don't have too many facial expressions, that says something right there. You know, that says a lot because you know, I know I have facial expressions a lot, but I mean, you're gonna do something. Have you ever talked to someone and they talk like, yeah, oh, wait, I'm smiling. Wait, yes. I'm telling you, it shows them. They be like, yes, we're gonna go to the store and
that right there is serial killer-ish. I'm sorry, but if somebody's doing that to me, I gotta go. Let me excuse myself.
I mean, have you ever spoke to someone, just say like in public, y'all out there shopping? Because I'm quick. My kids be like, "Mama, you just too much." I be like, "Y'all, what that man looking like that for? What's going on?" I mean, I be like, my eyes be everywhere because I want to know what's going on, what situation I'm in, how I'm gonna have to react to some craziness. Because I mean, and then sometimes, this is my opinion, you know, when you have a relationship with God and work on your relationship with God, you can see that stuff on people.
Yes. Oh, most definitely.
Crazy stuff on people.
I'm very sensitive to people's vibes and their energy now. And energy is something that I would say within the last few months, I just started picking up on people's energy, and I can kind of tell, like, I'm very good at reading people. And sometimes I feel like that's a blessing and a curse because you know somebody's intentions right off bat. Even if they're a friend, you can see that they're genuinely not your friend and don't care about you. And I can see that, and I pick up on stuff like that so easy. And then I'm very big on, like I would have saying, energy. I don't want to be around people who are negative and unhappy because it rubs off on you.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing that now. Really seeing that now.
Yeah.
But you also have to learn how to protect yourself from that, because that's something that you're going to come across. Even if you never talk to people, being in just a room with people that are negative or have bad vibes, if you're an empath, you pick up on that energy if you never even talk to that person. So learning how to protect yourself, which is something that I had to do because I had a lot of toxic people in my life, including my mother. And so she's a vampire, and I had to learn how to protect myself. Now she's my best friend because guess what? I learned how to protect myself, so I didn't feel like she was sucking it away from me. Now I'm able to give her something without her taking it from me.
So true.
So, some of the things that, and some people this is where my spirituality changes from a religious standpoint. And a lot of people that are religious don't understand that there's a higher playing field than just religion. There is a relationship with God, and he teaches us how to do all these things. And so that's one of the things that we fought about, because I'm a Reiki healer. So I'm all about, the universal life force energy. The energy in universe is everything. The divine, which is God, is everything, and he's above all. And so, but your energy is down on a cellular level. So you have to protect that because it goes down. That's where stress comes from. That's where pain comes from. That's where, depression and anxiety comes from. So we have to protect that with all costs and not give it away, or not even give it away, but let people suck it out of us. So that's when somebody says spiritual vampire.
I know, right? Vampire, energy vampires, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I love my sister, my only sister. I love her, but and I just pray whatever. But her energy, I will go. This is what I used to. I go to her house and go there, visit my sister. And when I leave, I feel so drained. The energy, it was her energy just draining me. It was so it was negative.
Yeah,
and you got to be careful. If you're trying to move and be successful in life, it's people you're going to have to cut off. It's people that you cannot invite into your circle. That, like, when I get real focused in life, when I'm like want to start a business or whatever the situation might be, I cut everybody off. I cut everybody
thousands of miles away. No, I moved thousands of miles away by myself.
I did that once. 25 years ago. I haven't did it since.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a big jump.
Yeah, and you know what? I slept in my car for a little while. I was the happiest person ever. And I didn't have to sleep in my car, but I just didn't want to pay for a hotel. I was like, I'm going to sleep at the beach, and it was just awesome. And I was free. I felt free for the first time in my life. I wasn't under my family and they're, the things that I was going through. My kids were adults, so they were there. I wasn't in a relationship and I was just free. I felt free. Right. And I think that that's the part I'm not willing to give up, my freedom. So do I have to give up being free, who I am, to be with someone? I don't think so.
No.
I think that I still should be able to be free, but be in a relationship. Right. And so I'm not willing to compromise that either. There's a lot that I will compromise. But there's a lot of things as far as my, I've overcome a lot of stuff in my life, and I refuse to give these things up because I've been under pressure. It's like I've been a pressure cooker my whole life. And in the last 3 years, I've been able to go, and so I can't go back to that. Right.
And I think when Keto, I sent you the link, Ketolicious Ness.
I'm gonna run and get me some water. I'll be right back.
Okay. Making a big move like that, yeah, baby, you will learn a lot, but you will know you standing on your own. Because when I did that big move, I don't know how old I was, but my oldest was 2, and he's 27 now. And when I made that big move, I went to LA. It was like I was grinding and things was just falling in place, but then I ended up coming back. And that's when things start moving slow. But when you make a big move like that, I want to do it. I actually want to make a move to Atlanta, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Kera?
Okay. No. Where you
hear me?
Hopefully she push it back again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Casey.
Okay. But yeah, so but see, I needed to be able to walk alone. So the problem with a lot of people, they can't walk alone because that blessing, you were born alone, you're going to die alone. And at some point in your life, you have to be alone. This was the first time I've ever lived by myself. I lived with my mother, then I had children, and then I live with my mother again, and then I'm here. And so now that I've gotten this freedom, I can't give up. I can't give it up easily. This is
hey, the cutting board. How you doing?
Hi, cutting board. She lives in Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
Electrolyte mix. So y'all know I ain't trying to add nothing.
Guys, we're gonna let me bring her back in. Okay, we have another guest, Ketolicious Ness. You want to put her 2 cents in it? Where you at? Okay, y'all. We have been stripped.
Hi, Keto.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hey,
Ketolicious Ness. Introduce yourself, ma'am.
I'm Ketolicious Ness. Hi, ladies. Hi, Che. Hi, everybody.
I'll talk a little bit louder for us, darling. Can you raise your volume just a little bit?
You want me to raise it?
Yeah, we can't really hear. I can't hear you. Can you guys hear her?
I can hear y'all.
I can hear her.
Y'all hear me?
Okay.
We can hear you, but you're a little low.
A little low. Okay, maybe I should go out. Let me get on my cell.
But you know what, Ketolicious Ness, you had your voice already low.
Is it? Everybody say I got a big mouth. I get on my cell phone if it seems like that would be a little.
Oh no,
better.
you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. I'm cooking too. I'm making me something to eat too at the same time. A piece of keto pizza, but I didn't have my mozzarella cheese, so I don't know if my crust gonna come out right, but hopefully it do.
Oh, okay.
Let me get in the chat over here so I can see. But yes, hey ladies, I love y'all. Y'all was saying some good stuff. I was over here like, yes, yes. I said, you better say that, Casey. I was like, yes. I said, they feeling everything I feel.
I know, right?
Yes.
Your average woman can agree to a lot of things we have said. So
we need a man up here.
Huh?
We need a man to
right, exactly. I see, wait a minute, hold on, y'all.
Go ahead. What man want to come on and give their 2 cents about relationship?
Just make sure you've had one before.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, you're right, because you have to speak on experience. We all been in the relationships and stuff like that, so you got to speak on experience. But that would be nice. Any gentlemen want to come on the chat and give their opinion about relationships, because that is the men's point of view. We just giving women's point of view.
Yeah, that's what we need.
So who want to come on? But just like KC made a good point, and I agree with her, you have to have had, relationship experience.
Mm-mm.
Yes. I hear y'all. I'm just in here cooking.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna share the did it go through the chat? And you gotta have a picture, because I don't want to pop open nothing and you doing something you're supposed to be doing.
Well, somebody had that happen. They didn't know who the person was, and they put them on the live, and they was acting up.
Now, I gotta check you out. I gotta go to your page. I mean, if it's somebody I don't know, I gotta go to your page or something to see what you're doing.
Miss Naturally's in the chat. Hey, Miss Naturally.
How you doing? Hello to everyone on the panel and the chat. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the 1K Yellow Diamond channel. How are you today?
Hold on, I'm gonna
give us your opinion about what keeps a relationship going, or what keeps a relationship. Ray told me if it was food, I'm on there.
Oh boy.
Ray is a mess. I tried to set him up on a date.
I hope y'all can hear me. I wonder if I should turn this a different way. Can y'all hear me okay?
You're fine.
Okay. But I think my input, I don't know if anybody said this, but communication is definitely key. Yeah. In any kind of relationship, when you're even trying to develop something.
Right.
I think I heard somebody saying, showing you, that's what I live by now. If your words don't match up what you saying out your mouth, you can talk to me all day long. I ain't paying no attention.
Right.
So I think that means everything. And people really don't like to show you the actions. The actions don't match. It don't match these days.
Yeah, and it has to. Because you know what? Like I tell people all the time, I want $1 million, but what I'm doing to get $1 million.
Right, exactly.
I'm not even doing something to try like what 75,000, but not no million. I'm
right.
Right. You got to put in 100 and $1 million, 10%. That ain't even a thing, but that's what you would have to do. I mean, to get $1 million right now, you starting off at 75.
Yeah.
How many years is it going to take you to make $1 million? And are you going to be, how many steps will it take? Are you going to be able to keep those steps?
Exactly.
Right.
Because that million, you make that $1 million the first time, but it'll be gone. So you got to keep.
I feel like people get lazy.
Yeah.
They get lazy and they get too comfortable.
Right.
She said communication, love, and trust. Yep.
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah. And you don't find that often out here these days. It's really hard. It's a challenge,
Now, let me ask you all this. Now, say, okay, you're dating, your communication is good, your trust is good, all of that is good. And then, y'all in a deep relationship. I say probably like, 6 months? How long it take to like fall in love with someone? About 6 months?
No.
I don't think
I don't
it take
believe
that.
I don't believe 6 months. No, I think it's way before that. In love, you
If
love the
it's
person,
right.
and then you in love. There's stages of
Yes, it is.
love. So, it has to be progressive. You can't just love that person and just say, okay, I love him. Are you in love with me? What do you love about that person? You know what I
Right.
mean? So it has to be certain things about them that you love, their
So
personality.
in love is more dangerous than love. Would you say?
I agree.
Because you can
I
be
What
in
does that
love
agree.
mean exactly? I don't know what that means.
I agree to that too. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what that means exactly, so I need somebody to explain it.
Wait, you know
okay.
what? My mother said that when I was married, I'm divorced now, but when I was married and I was going through a divorce, and I told my mother, I love him, but I'm not in love with him. And she didn't understand that. You know what I mean? I just was like, I care about him. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him.
Right.
But I'm not in love with this person. Like, I'm not ready to risk everything for him. I'm just not at that point with him. So she really didn't understand that, but I do think it's a difference.
It definitely is. So yeah, anybody gonna explain to me what this in love and danger? I'm waiting on that.
Well, in love, you can be, in love with someone, but then come to find out that, just say they're not who they are. But you in love, you like mad over heels over this person. You got to be in love with something about this person. Say you in love with, I'm just trying the way, because it can be something simple. Some people can be in love the way a person walk, talk, they you name it. It can be, that's the way I think. What you guys
Is
say?
it in lust or in love? Because if you've already had sex with that person, and you have soul ties with that person, you've created this connection with that person, which is what's dangerous. So the in love part is not the dangerous part. Have you made a connection with someone that you don't know?
Well, okay, let's say this. You said no, they just say they have not had, any sexual encounters or nothing like that. But like when you first date, as they say, you get those butterflies. You just got to be around this person because you're in love. But you don't have to have had sex with them. But you just in love with this person. Come to find out, they probably come to find out they are. I'm just trying to see, like, they lied about that they worked and they really didn't work. They really didn't have a job, but you still in love.
You knew.
So I want to ask Kera that question because I want to know, like in 1K YellowDiamond's explanation as far as that's concerned. If somebody came to you and you really liked them, because I feel like it's a honeymoon period. That's when that euphoric period. It's not really love. So if that person lied to you and told you that, and you haven't had sex with them, you just like them a lot, what would you do?
I'm gonna be honest, because I know what I would say.
I kind of feel like she's saying, like, you see signs that aren't right, but you see something in that person that you wanted to be something else. Like you see something, you're creating this fantasy that you want it to be, but it's not. It doesn't flourish. You know what I mean? And you try to overlook some of those signs that you see is wrong. That's the dangerous part. You overlooking that.
But that's not really in love, though. That's not the stage of in love. That's the stage of euphoric. So Kera, she was saying something too. I'm sorry.
True. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But people think that's love.
Right.
That's the thing. Yeah. Until the dangerous stuff come to head and then you realize this is stupidity.
Okay, Kera, we're gonna give you a chance to talk. Please hold that thought. But it's just like, that old saying they say, oh, you blinded by love. It's like that saying, you're blinded by that love. You're in love. Well, that's what the term that I was taught. You blinded by love, you in love with this person about just something about them that you love. It could be many things, but then you find out something different, but you still blinded by it, by the whatever you in love with. That I feel like that's the
What Valerie Simon just said, somebody at my job told me the same exact thing. My grandmother told me to find someone who loves me more than you are in love with them. Somebody told me that too. Years ago. Yeah, somebody told me that years ago.
Oh wow.
Yep, I've heard that a few times. My grandmother
told me to find someone who loves you more than you.
My friends say that all the time. She say her mom told her that.
Yeah, Valerie said it's not a love, it's a hole that needs to be filled. That is the truth.
And that's where the
oh well, okay, wait, let's go back because we'll jump on something else.
Yeah, because we were asking Kera a question and we all kind of
go ahead, Kera. What was the question?
Yeah, I'm like, what was the
question?
Basically it was asking about oh Lord, I completely forgot the question now.
You were saying kind of like what we were saying that
if she so I remember now. So if the person that you met, you really like him because you're falling in love with his words and what he's saying. So if you really like him and then you find out that he lied to you about his job,
how would you handle that?
How would you handle it?
That's
mine is simple.
It's simple. It is simple.
But you I feel like
a lot of us
we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kera.
It is simple. I feel like a lot of us would say the same
you
thing.
Muted. We can't hear you.
I can hear her.
I can hear her.
Y'all can? I can't hear.
You can't hear her. Can you hear us? Okay.
Wait a minute. Let me go out.
I had to do the same thing when y'all could hear me the first time.
They say that sometimes when you have like multiple people on here, well, sometimes the voice. But go ahead.
I'm just gonna go from past experiences. I mean, I could be like, okay, well, it's simple. I'm gonna stop talking to the person. But when you're already in too deep, I have tried to overlook stuff. In the end, it's a disaster because they lied about something. And if they lie about one thing, they'll lie about a bunch of things. But I mean, that's a tough situation to get out of, especially if you guys been dating for, it could have been months, a year, and then you find out they lied about something. Like one of my friends
ain't working for a year though.
Now, one of my friends told me her friend was dating somebody who every day they got up and pretended to go to work and did not have a job. And I'm like, how the heck did he pull that off? I'm like, where's he getting money from?
I'm sorry. See you later.
Because I've been like, where that money at? That's what that's like.
Exactly. They live together.
He was living with her.
So you know what? I'm gonna tell you the problem with that. Sometimes it's back to that. I guess she was blinded by love, or she was willing to, accept that accept something off of it. She probably believed that he went to work, but then why she didn't question about what money?
He had to know something. He wasn't bringing in no dollar bills.
That's what I'm saying.
And all of that. No, that's where the actions and the words, those things.
It's too many people settling too, and they're just putting up with something just to be with somebody. Right. So I feel like in her case, that may be what she's doing, just putting up with somebody to have somebody there. Because there's no way I'm taking care of somebody.
No way.
I just never have in my life.
She had to let him keep, if he was working, keep his own money. He wasn't putting the money in for him to get away with that. Because I'd be like, what a bank account card,
I ain't doing it.
Well, where's your half of the rent? I need your I need 5 on it, 10 on it, 100 on it.
Not only that, I already got the card going to the bank. Hey, your check can go in today. What?
Yeah. So, but the thing about it is, from past experience, and I'll just talk about my experience. We see it, we feel it. We have it in our gut. We have that gut. We women, we have the intuition, but we will overthink it. We will, but I love him. But I love him. I love you. And they just got this thing. They're like, nope, it's gonna be all right because I'm down with my man. So I'm gonna be down for him and all. And you know what? And then in the end, it don't get no better. You done spend all your money. This man has done used you up. He done spit you out, and now you mad. And that's where you get bitter because you know that it wasn't right from the jump, but you in love.
Yeah.
That's why for me, in love in the beginning of a relationship, to me, I believe people can fall head over lust, head over physical attraction, head over expectations, head over mind over matter, head over sex, head over passion, but head over heels in love. That is a progression. There's a level of that love. I will tell you, I've only been in love once in my life, and I am not with that person. Okay. So the person that I'm with now, I love him. And I think that there is a level of in love that is there. But I have actually only been in love with one person in my life. But I've had a lot of love. But because we are not sexually involved, we do not have sex. I have been celibate because I want to make sure that this is my husband. This is somebody that I want to have a connection with before we have an intimate connection with, before we create that bond forever. I want to, you know, all the craziness is going on with us right now. I want to be able to work through that. So right now we're on the pause, but when we come together and talk, the first thing I'm going to say is we need counseling, because if you're talking about marrying me and us living together, we need to go through a process.
Right.
So then when the sex comes involved, that's when my love, in love, this man making passionate love to me. That's what I want in my life. You know, we have the physical, but that is temporary. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be head over passion and love and a passion for you, or head over because you got a nice smile or you make me feel a certain way. Is that really love?
No, I don't think it's love. But just like you say, wonder what's the difference between in love and lust? Because when you said it could fall in the category of lust. I'm thinking
if your loins is hot, it's lust.
And when I picture lust, I'm thinking like sexual.
No,
you're thinking sexual thoughts, lust, like
not necessarily. You feel certain kind of ways. You got this shaking your shoulders. You know, you got this shaking your head. I mean,
what have you shaking in the shoulders?
What
have you?
Feeling like the way he touched you, or the way he smiles at you.
So is that love, in love, or lust?
That's in a lot of and crossover into love, because that feeling, it's a feeling that you have. It doesn't necessarily mean it's in love with. Okay. I feel like being in love with somebody is more deeper than anything that we can even talk about. You know what I mean? Because you accept his faults. You compromising in who you are to be with that person. I feel like at some point in your relationship, I don't know how far. I'm not saying it's a week. I'm not saying it's a month. I'm not saying it's a year. That's up to your interpretation of your relationship. But I feel like, you know, there are stages of relationship.
Right.
Things in the chat.
Mom of 2 vlogs, how you doing?
Hi, Mom. That's one of my.
So you saying that in love is way deeper than love? What y'all think about that? Which one is deeper, love or in love?
I don't know. It was the opposite for me.
You can't hear?
Like I said, I was ready to divorce my husband
because you were out of love.
I was in love with
him. You can fall out of love with people.
Yeah, I was out of love with him.
Yeah, you can fall out of. You can fall in love and you can fall out of love. Those are the two things that go together: falling in love and falling out. So you can be in love with somebody and fall out of love with them, but you can still love them.
Exactly.
As a person.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yep. So
yeah, she's dealing with a whole other.
Hello, everyone.
So that's, I think maybe it's how people perceive what
Right.
love is or in love. Everybody looks at it different. You know what I mean? So
I think love is deeper than in love.
Now it's messing up because I can't hear her.
Oh,
you can't hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear her.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I can hear everybody but her. But
Oh, good. I went out. Now I can hear you and she can't hear me.
Wow.
she said she couldn't hear me at first.
This is great.
So what y'all think about that? Ability Mom of 2 Vlogs said agreed. Agreed to what? I'm so lost.
No, I think love
You
is,
said a lot.
I think that loving people as humans is deeper. I do think it's a deeper thing because love is across the board.
Right.
Falling in love with somebody, you can fall out of love. And then somebody said, how do you keep what keeps you in love? I feel like camaraderie with that person, communication, trust, those are the things that keep you in love with that person. You got a lot of work to stay in love with somebody.
A lot of work. In a relationship, as long as you're in that relationship, you got to study, be working.
Yes.
You can't just be comfortable and give up and be like, okay, you know, I got her, I got him, and I don't have to put in the work. You got to put in the work. You still got to date.
Yes.
You still got to date each other, go on dates, and have that honeymoon time again. You know, it's a lot of work in a relationship.
Yeah, and that's where being in love and staying in love. There's some people that I heard, they said I've heard people who've been married 40 and 50 years say, I have to constantly fall in love with him again over and over. I constantly fall in love with him over and over again. So that's something that just continues to happen. But I've also heard people say I fell out of love with him and then fell back in love with him. So it's a back and forth.
Right.
I've only been in love once. And
I don't think I've ever been in love.
Broke my heart oh my gosh, honey, he broke my heart. We still friends, kind of. He every holiday, but you know what? Because he loved me, even though we fell out of love. When I had my brain surgery, that man was there in the waiting room. I had my brain surgery. He was there, the first person I saw when I woke up, who was feeding me applesauce and crackers.
Yeah, you can't never forget that.
He was there every day when I was recovering, when I was in and out of the hospital. He was there, but we never got back together. Wow. And we are friends to this day. Wow. So I was able, even though he broke my heart, part of that breaking my heart was my fault because I allowed it to happen. So that's what we have to say, you know what, I could have stopped this and I didn't. But he is one of my friends that, you know, we don't like talk on the phone too much, but yeah. So
you can't never forget that.
I know I love him. He's a good person. So, you know,
for someone to be there for you during that time, you can't help but have some deep connections with. Yeah, and you'll never let that go because you know that person was there during that time. That was
there every day. He worked nights and he would come lay in the bed with me and watch Law and Order. He would bring me food. He would bring me my medicine. When my family wasn't there, a lot of my family never showed up, never called or anything. You know, they weren't there for me and my kids, but all my friends were there, and he was there every day.
Wow,
every single day. So I have a lot of respect for him. You know, we didn't work out in a relationship, but as a human being, as a person, a spiritual person, he was there for me. So, and he was there exactly when I needed him to be. So, yes, is love deeper? Sure, it is. Much deeper, because people, you can love somebody so deeply, but but fall out of love with them.
Right.
It just wasn't meant for us to be together like that. But the love that we show each other as humans in humanity is so much deeper than any kind of love that you could ever fall into or fall out of.
Right. That's true. So what about
I wanted to ask Casey how long, if you don't mind me asking, how long you've been celibate. That's something I've been thinking about.
Okay. So when I first came here, I had been 7 years, and then I got weak. So since November 2017, I've been celibate again.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, 7 years. I was so mad at myself. I get down here and I just got wow, just a little.
You start feeling yourself.
I was feeling myself. Yeah. But you know, I mean, I didn't beat myself up. You know, it was just one of those things. It wasn't on purpose.
Yeah,
it wasn't on purpose. I didn't try to be celibate. It just happened. One year went into another year. And you know, 1K knows my story. I have a lot of issues, and so I've had surgeries and all kinds of stuff. And so 1 year just ran into another year, and another year, and another year. And so, and then I was like, oh man.
Yeah. So when you kind of fell off the wagon, was it just that one time?
One time, I was dating him for probably a few months, maybe 3 months.
Okay.
So it wasn't a one night stand or anything.
Right? No, I know. I can't wait. I don't know, but I can't see you having a one night stand. I knew that y'all probably was dating, but I'm saying, was it just that one time when y'all actually was physical?
No, it was more than one.
Okay, all right.
See, the reason why I really celibacy for me, I don't. You know what? My life is open book, so I will tell you guys. I used to get it in. Okay, I'll be honest. I was the pimp in the relationship. I really turned in. I retired it. And so I've been single all my whole life. I'll be 50 next month. I mean, so
wow,
for me,
what?
So for me, it was like that was my defense mechanism. If I just be with somebody, have sex with them, have fun with them, I'm not gonna give them my heart. But that was me guarding myself. So I guarded myself off with my heart. So it was just easier just to kick it, you know? So, but at some point in my life, I didn't want that anymore. You know, some things happened in my life when I was younger that made me that way. And I realized that was hurting me. And so my transition to where I am right now is started probably 10 years ago, you know, and so I'm here now and, you know, I know what I want. I know what I need. And the pausing of our relationship right now of not talking I don't know if it's good for him, but for me, it's allowing me to actually go into myself and figure out exactly what I need to do as a woman, because I know God is working on me to be a good wife to whoever I'm supposed to be with. And I know that the interaction we had the last time I see him was not of God. And so I needed to go into myself just to, you know, okay, so how should I have handled this situation a little bit better?
Valerie said women get like that after the age of 40. Yeah, because we start putting things in perspective. We start looking at things differently. You know, our kid, if you have kids, your kids are getting older. You know, you're just trying to make sure you're getting older, and you're just trying to make sure you're going to be okay when you get older.
Right.
So, yeah, you do start. Hey, Big JT, how you doing? Yeah, so you just want to, you start looking at life differently.
Yeah. Billy mom said she came for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What does that mean? I don't know.
Okay. She had the whole buffet table. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, it's getting hot up in here. Wait a minute. I need to go get my hands.
I know you seen Cena and changed the name to Bun. Cena Bun.
Cena Bun.
Yeah. So what about cheating? We're gonna get on. We've been on here for an hour and 30. Well, going on 30 minutes. So what about cheating? Say you're in a relationship, long-term relationship. Y'all have family, kids, you know, bank accounts, house, everything, in, you know, joint accounts, and your guy cheated, and you found out about it. How would you handle that? Will you just up and go, or how would y'all handle that?
Lord Jesus.
I
I'm gonna
mean,
let you have that one. I'll talk last.
look, I'm talking about look. I asked this on the live before, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm gone, I'm gone."
No,
That's what they mouth say,
They
but
say.
when
The
it happens,
reality-
they're not going
but you're
anywhere.
talking about history. You're gonna, you can't just. I mean, I just can't see you just up leaving like that. I mean, if that's the case, there'll be a lot of single people. So how would y'all handle
Yes,
that?
it is. And how long was we together?
I'll say, let's say 5 years, because y'all have kids, have a home, the white picket fence, joint bank
I mean,
account.
I guess we would try counseling.
I
Counseling would be something that I would want to try, because counseling does help. And just maybe try to figure out what it is, because just like, sometimes we always want to blame the other person, but sometimes it is something with us, you know what I mean? Because everybody coming into a relationship with stuff. So that's why people have to have that communication and talk, because it could be something that you're doing, not saying that it gives
Let me
them
come back
permission.
in so I can hear her, because I can't hear her at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I should come on my phone because I'm on my iPad. But yeah, maybe, I think that's part of it. People need to understand we do have faults and we do things. It's not always the man. You know what I mean? And people can put to limits.
Can I say something to that? How in the world I mean, yes, you may have done something that hurt his feelings, but I'm sorry, there is nothing that you could do to make a man cheat. So
it doesn't give an excuse.
But you know what? Wait a minute, though. I kind of understand that. I feel that way too. It's nothing that I could do to make my man cheat. But if that person say, what the average thing a man say why they cheat? Oh, you wasn't, putting that, or you wasn't doing your job as a woman. Okay, but say if that was true, say, I stopped having, sexual entertainment with my husband.
Exactly.
And that did bother him. And that is his excuse of him going out there to cheat. This is what he's saying. Well, that's why I cheated. Could that be really true that man is really? That's why we need some men folks on here. Could that be really true?
Or is JT, Big JT, is he a man? Is that a man?
I don't know. Big JT. What kind of picture is that? I don't know.
I'm gonna go look. Hey, bro.
Ketolicious, you have to sum that up right
now, Kara?
I can. I had to leave out. That's all. I can't hear her, so I got to go out and come back in.
I couldn't hear you either, but once I went out and came back in,
Big JT, are you a male? Like to come on the panel and give your opinion. Ketolicious, go ahead and sum up what you just said so Kera can hear it. About the
what did I say? I was saying that I would go to counseling because just to start, if we've been together 5 years and we got kids, I'm not just gonna say that I'm gonna give it up just give up on it, because I know I obviously am in that relationship because I love that person. So I'm not gonna give up on it. And sometimes I just want to see what his reasoning is. That does not give him an excuse. But sometimes we do come in relationships with stuff that we don't see, that they see, and it pushes people away, but that still, again, doesn't get them excuse, but it makes you reevaluate things that's going on with you, because we all come into relationships with something, you know what I mean? So, because we all done been hurt. We all done been through stuff. And sometimes I think us as women, we just look at men ain't this, they ain't that, but some of them have been scorned by women so hard, just like we have, you know what I mean? And they deal with things different, you know what I mean? So I don't know. But you can't let it go too far. Like, you ain't gonna keep doing this, and I'm gonna be sitting there going to counseling.
I'm done the first time around. I'm done. I can't trust you. I'm out. Peace out. Because my trust, if I gave you my trust and I'm not suspecting that you're doing anything, and I find out you are, like Ability Mom says, it's hard to gain the trust back. And Valerie says, Ability, I will be done. You could have had that talk before we cheated.
Exactly.
So for me, there's no excuse. But I will tell you, my brother, his wife came to me and said she was crying. She was in her room. We don't get along now, but she was like, your brother cheated on me. And I was like, okay. And I said, how did you find out? She said, because he accidentally took my phone and I took his. The woman, they have the same phone, same phone, the same color, same everything. And he actually took the wrong phone and the woman texted him. And I was like, what? So I said, did you text her back? Do you know who she is? You know where she lives? What are we doing? You know, and so she was like, no, I didn't text her back, but I texted him and he told me that it was it was more than one time because he said it was because you wouldn't listen. You know, she listened to me and she used to come in his job. I forgot where he worked, but she used to come in his job and listen to him. And he had sex with her because she listened. She actually was patient with him and she gave him an ear to listen and talk to and to give feedback from. Where his wife is very bossy. She is controlling. She wants things her way. She don't want him to go nowhere. I go everywhere my husband go, you know. And so he cheated. And I said, so what are you gonna do? He's like, I don't know. I said, are you leaving him? She's like, no, I'm not leaving my husband. I said, well, if you're not gonna leave, you can't throw this in his face every 5 minutes. You have to decide if you're gonna leave or stay. If you're gonna stay, you gotta let this go and you gotta work it out. So
work it out
in his face. You can't be bitter and mad. You gotta work it out. I don't think that I could let go and not say something. MF, you done did this to me. You know, and every time I turn around and when he's doing something, I'm doing this.
Oh yeah, I'm throwing it in my face all the time. Man, we get one little argument. That's true.
I'm gonna stay silent on that one.
So, I mean, what Valerie says, so sex was a reward for the listen. It was emotional support. His wife wasn't. I could tell you so many things that she did in front of people to him to berate him as a man and to make him feel less than or a woman. So the reason why we fell out is because he don't know that I know he cheated. He don't know. But the reason why me and him fell out is his wife. Because of her controlling ways, he told me I called him a weak ass man. And I never called you that. That's what you think of yourself.
Right.
I said, I told you your wife is controlling and she's keeping you from your family and she dictates everything that goes on in your household. It's still like that. You see what I'm saying? And so he don't know that I know about the other part.
Do you think he does that because he's trying to show her, you know what I mean? He's just don't want her to feel insecure about that situation. So he just
I think if she was like that before he did it, she's been like that since the day they met. She won't go nowhere without him. She is clingy and she don't want him to go nowhere. And that was before
I don't want no relationship like that. I want to be able to trust you to go out here and do whatever you want to do and come back home. So he had trust like that. That's draining.
Right. Yes, honey, that inner airy. Yes, honey. Yes, that inner airy, honey. Yes.
Well, does he must like that then? Why are they still?
My brother is kind of passive, and that's the problem. That she's very strong-willed. She's a little bit older than him, and so he found some woman to listen to him. Is he having an affair? So she went out and had weight loss surgery and a whole body lift. His wife did, you know, because she was a little chunky, you know, and so to keep her husband, she went to Cali, Colombia, and had a whole body lift done. Ooh, that does look good. Making me hungry. You know, I haven't eaten nothing since those crab legs.
So what she had the body lift because I guess she thinks that's gonna make him,
she was insecure. Exactly.
Yeah. So not cheat, which that's not gonna be.
So did her self-esteem rise after the body?
I haven't talked to her. I've not talked to that woman since before she had it done. That's been 6 years ago.
Oh. So
I don't know, but I see pictures where she has the cutouts on the side and she's wearing the V-neck, you know, stuff. And so, I mean, I think her confidence is lifted. I don't know.
So it does go back to where the man is blaming the woman. Part. It ain't the whole thing where a man go have an affair or cheat, but the woman does play a part.
Right.
Because, men are quick saying, well, if you did this, I wouldn't have cheated.
Oh,
I
yeah.
always thought they said that just to use it for justification, but maybe it is true. Maybe that's the way they feel. Yes, that's why I cheated with another woman, because you wasn't there for whatever the reason.
Well, my ex who I was in love with, I don't know if he was cheating, but he was emotionally cheating. He was there for women, phone calls and emails. That's just as bad, which is
right. That's cheating.
That is. That's the same thing. Still cheating.
Yeah, and but this is the clincher. See, these are my crazy days. I knew he was an internet whore. And
internet whore.
He was on, yes. And so I created a profile to catch him in the act, and I did. Yeah, I caught him in the act. And so
what he was doing? What he was doing?
Well, I created this profile and I added him as a friend, and he went in the inbox and I put some provocative pictures. First day, I knew because I knew him.
That looks good,
good.
It does.
I'm sorry. Go
ahead. And I'm not proud of what I did, but I had a feeling. You know how you have that feeling.
Oh yeah, well,
I'm glad you did it. You should have did it.
Yeah, because you wanted to know.
What he did was he's like, "You're fine, you look good, blah blah blah," and that was it. So I never coached him. I never said nothing. I wanted him to come to that profile on his own. So it took 3 months, and then he came back and said, "Hey, so tell me about yourself. Where you live?" And I said, "Somewhere." I said, and he says, "Oh well, I'm from Georgia, so I'm not that far from there. I can come and visit you."
Oh,
and so he used to travel all over the place. He would tell me he's going here and going there for union business.
Oh my goodness, girl! I've been in that hotel waiting for him with a butcher knife.
That's how he could get away with it. I was super sick. I used to have seizures and I was having all these problems. So he got away with it because I couldn't travel. I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't do nothing. So that's when I said part of it is my fault, because he was kind of a security blanket for me at that time when I needed him. And he knew that I couldn't go nowhere. So, yeah.
So when you caught him, that was it.
Oh, no. Not that day. Probably a week later.
He was back at it again?
Oh, he did it in person.
In person?
I was at his house, and y'all ladies, when y'all having y'all female time, what do we do with if we're at somebody's house, we take it and put it in the trash? Well, she left hers in the trash can in my bathroom where I have all my stuff.
Oh,
so that was purpose. So I can, and that was done after that. Because we were already talking about it. So, not talking about he never found out about the profile. He put his own self in the trick bag. So
excuse, he could have had that conversation. Exactly. It all goes back to communication. I feel like if you feel like something, but you know what, guys, some guys do communicate. Are we listening though? Because Valerie said no excuse, he could have had that conversation. But some guys, are they telling us, well, spend more time with me, or cook more, or what? Have sex with me more, or whatever the situation might be. But are we listening to that? And are we acting on it?
Let me tell you. I feel like when certain men, I don't know if this is your experience, but when men talk and we listening, they only say a certain amount of words, and then we have to figure out the holes in between. And I'm not set up to figure out the holes in between. I need you to talk and explain it to me in full because I don't understand what you're saying.
Exactly.
And so I am not an interpreter. I'm trying to understand you. Please explain. Okay, so wait a minute. So you're saying such and such and such. No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, so can you give me? Can we call an interpreter? Because I really am having a hard time understanding.
My husband say 3 words, and I'm asking him 50 million. I'm cutting them off. Like, okay, no, is that what you mean? Take that word out and put that word in. That's not what you're saying. He was like, well, if you let me talk, okay, I'm letting you talk, but say it right because I'm just trying to get your understanding.
Right.
I'm cutting my husband off because I want to know exactly what you're saying because I don't want no misunderstanding here.
Yes, and that's the problem. But then you ask them to reword it, and it gets worse. It's just so watered down that it doesn't.
I worded it for them, and then I asked. Well, I'm talking about them. I mean, my husband. I worded it for him. Is that what you're saying? Then
I think some people cheat because they don't know how to say that they want out of the relationship instead of just telling the person, look, I fell out of love with you. I don't want to be with you anymore. They continue to be with the person that they're not in love with because they don't want to leave them. So they just stay in that relationship, but then they're in multiple relationships as well, and they cheating because they're not happy.
You know what? That's true. Yeah. That could be true in some relationships because I have heard that many times where they're trying to leave, but they don't leave because they're comfortable there, but at the same time, they still want to, live a single life.
Well, they just ghost women nowadays. They do it by text because it's easier, or they ghost them. And us as women, we cannot move on until we know what is going on. Mm-hmm. Why did you do that? And so they over here doing their thing. Well, I ain't got time for this. I don't want to be with her, but I don't want to, y'all black women is crazy. So I'm not messing with you. I'm not going to break up with you. I'm just going to start this over here and I'm going to ghost you.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what they do. A lot of ghosting goes on, and it's really terrible. If I don't want to be with you, I'm gonna tell you, look, I'm done. It's over. You can blame it on me. You know how they use. You can blame it on me. I'm the runner in the relationship, so.
So Casey, you'll be that blunt if you're not feeling. Like
I did 2 weeks ago. We were driving home.
No, 2 weeks ago. No, he's still on block or whatever.
Yeah, but when we were driving home, he kept trying to get me to talk, and I was being I was trying to not snap. And then I was trying to talk to him, and then it didn't work. We in the car fussing at each other. And I said, this is exactly why I was not talking to you. And I said, if I had my car, I would have left yesterday. I would never not bring my car if I ever come back here again. And I said, so, and I said, we're toxic to each other right now. So I'm trying not to talk to you in this car, but you tell me to talk. And I said, you know what? I'm sick of yo. And you can call me whatever you want to runner or whatever. I said, but I can't deal with your, and I, you know what? We can be done with this. And I'm good.
Okay.
So I'm very blunt about mine. The one thing I've learned in my life is just having real conversations with people. Even if they don't really like it, at least they know where I stand with them and they don't have to pretend, anything. I'm letting you know. This is who I am. A lot of people can't accept me though, because I have real conversations. I'm gonna let you know.
And it's good to have real conversations. I mean, but some men don't want to have real conversations. That means that they're not.
And women, though. We got some girls that can't handle it. They can't.
Yeah.
Deuces.
I agree. They can't handle those grown women conversations.
Grown about yours.
They still want to be young. Casey was trying.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I have to let it out. I'm not gonna hold it in. I held mine in for years, y'all. I was raped at 18. That's how I lost my virginity. I held that in until I was bitter inside of me for years, which is why I never got married. And I'm gonna get them before they get me.
Right.
So I know that my peace is everything.
Huh.
If you can't
Better
be
speak,
in my
girl.
circle with some peace, baby, you can't be in my circle.
Right. It's nothing like your
Yes.
peace of mind.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
I
yes.
don't let nobody compromise mine. Nobody.
Okay.
Yep.
Say
Me
that
too.
again. What you say?
I said I don't let anybody compromise my peace.
Right.
I cut you off this quick.
Amen. Quickly, fast, in a hurry, honey.
Mhm.
Yes.
Now, were y'all always like that from the beginning?
Who?
No.
Y'all in a
I wasn't.
relationship, your peace.
Oh,
I wasn't like that
I held
either.
on in for years.
You
I would
were.
just put
I
up.
tolerate a lot of bullshit.
Girl, it was I had garbage
more
spilled
than
all the way
I
from my
should have,
toes
I
to
tell
my
you
throat
that.
until I had to just get out. And I ain't never letting it back in. You
Now
can
I feel like I'd rather be alone than
yes.
yeah, if my peace is gonna be, you know,
Right.
I'd rather be by myself than with somebody I'm gonna be miserable with. And so,
Right.
Well,
Yes.
my
Yes.
situation wasn't being with somebody. My peace was allowing something in my past to dictate every single my life until I let it go. So it drove me to a place where I wasn't in a serious relationship with people. I didn't allow myself and open up my heart to people. I was not vulnerable to them, and I wasn't vulnerable to God. I hoarded myself off. And so that's still not peace, because you got bitterness, you got sadness and drama and all of that stuff that goes along with it. So there's still no peace there. But now I have some peace. I'm not going to let no garbage sit down in my toes. If I got something to say, I'm just going to say it.
Right.
If you don't like it, I'm so sorry. But I'm just telling you what God does. And that's the truth. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you don't have a peace of mind, you're not gonna be able to function. Everything gonna be a struggle. What's that?
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be a struggle in your life. You
This is
gotta
an amazing conversation, you guys. I'm loving it. You guys woke me up out of a blundering sleep just to have this amazing conversation.
yeah.
Wow.
I think a lot of my peace of mind came from me trying to please everybody else except for myself.
Exactly.
oh my gosh.
That wooer. She's a wooer. Yep.
I had
See,
to learn.
that's what wooers
I
do.
had to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I was
I'm
a
learning
people
that.
pleaser.
I'm currently learning that now, that I have to put myself before others, because at the end of the day, they're
Yep.
putting their self before me.
Right. Who's thinking of you?
Better
Who's thinking of
All
you?
day, every day.
Mhm.
Exactly. People will use you up until there's nothing left.
Hmm.
To the point now, it's just
That
like, no.
vampire. Mhm.
And you know what? It's sad to say, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
You got family members that will do you like
They
that.
the worst.
They will use you up
Yeah.
and look crazy at you. So crazy at you after you done helped them out. And looking at you like, and minute they come ask you for a favor, you say no. It's like that you told them to go to hell.
And
You know
have
what?
the right to say no.
Yeah.
I used to feel bad for
Mhm.
not answering the phone for people or texting them back, but now I'm to the point where I don't. I don't feel bad for not answering the phone, not returning calls and
Baby,
texts.
I'm real bad at that. I don't answer my phone unless I want to. I don't answer my door. I don't care. People used to knock on my door. If I didn't want to answer my door, my kids be like, "Well, Mama, they just heard you." I don't give a care.
Did you call?
I can contest to that. 1K don't answer her phone. 1K does not answer her phone.
Hey, I've been trying to talk to her for about 6 months now. Has it been 6 months? It's been 3 months.
Keto, not Keto. Casey, she kept saying, "I want to call you. I'm gonna call you." I hadn't talked to her on the phone, but minute we video chat for about an hour. We talked the longest. So I don't like talking on the phone. I really don't. I'm not a phone person at all. I'll text you and maybe do that video chat, but I don't like talking on the phone at all.
Not unless the person got something to talk about. I don't want to just sit on a lot of people like to just sit on the phone. If you don't have anything a point that you got to get to, then I don't like just sitting on the phone.
People that I talk to,
but
honestly, are people on YouTube or social
media,
because either they have prayer requests, or they need counseling, or they want something to that effect. Otherwise, I mean, most of the people, I don't talk to anybody. My phone never rings unless it's somebody on social media that wants something directly.
Right.
But, yeah. Or
my phone always ring.
No, mine don't ring.
Always ringing.
Mine's always ring, but I always just have the ringer off.
That's what I mean. Mine don't ring. Unless I have working hours. So my hours are between this and this. And anytime after that is turned off. Because I'm not trying to be woke up in my sleep.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
See, I'm nosy. My phone always on.
Ooh, Julie Ray called. What she calling for? Hey girl, what
Hey girl,
Even if I may ignore you, my phone always on.
What's dog barking?
That's my house.
My dog haven't started barking. Girl, every video you'll hear my dog barking.
She been outside my door trying to get in, and then now she ran up the stairs barking.
So how y'all dealing with? I guess I shouldn't probably bring this up. The C word, Rona.
Well, I mean, what can we do but prepare and pray? Ooh, that sounds like a big dog.
That sounds like a big dog.
He sounds like Cujo.
She sounds a lot scarier than she is.
Oh, does she? Well,
yeah, she's a big baby.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah,
that's what everybody said about. That's what everybody said about their dog.
That's true.
That is true.
Now my dog is big and bad. My dog ready to rip somebody apart. No, I'm just. But yeah, that the little thing, the stuff I'm talking about, little thing, the big thing that's going on, it can kind of be a little scary because you don't know what's gonna come, but you just gotta prepare and pray.
My job is letting us work from home now, and I know me personally, my immune system is compromised at this point, so I'm in the house.
Yeah. Oh wow!
I've been in the house all week. Basically,
I've been in the house for almost 4 weeks, but I will admit, last Saturday I went to the beach. That's my peaceful place, and so I made sure I went to a beach there wasn't a whole bunch of people. And I don't know if you guys like in the Jamaican culture, getting in the water, it's like talking to God and getting in the water and cleansing. It's just like when you get baptized, and then the sun, for my body, because I have so much pain and stuff. So I was there. I kept my distance from people. I was very conscious about what was going on around me. I was there probably an hour and a half or so, and then I went home. But I drive around. I don't necessarily go nowhere. I just need to get out of the house, and I'm watching people, and everybody just walking around like normal, like nothing's going on.
Yeah.
I don't understand that part.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to go to the store too. Ketolicious Ness said she had to go to the store. Who else? You said Valerie.
Yeah, but don't say the word. Don't say the C word. That's what I'm saying.
I stocked up 2 weeks ago, and we eating that right now. So.
Right.
But
yeah, my house is full. I got plenty of food to last me forever.
Yeah,
I know with me personally, I didn't start taking it serious until everything started closing down. Because as of last weekend, bars and restaurants and everything was still open, nail shops, everything. Now here they're closing everything.
Yeah, now everything is closed.
So now people are taking it more serious now.
Kera, where are you located?
I'm in Birmingham, Alabama.
What about you, Keto?
I'm in Cleveland, and they shut down everything as well here.
And I'm in Florida. They just now shut the beaches down.
Yep. And I'm in Houston, Texas. Everything is kind of like going the same. Everything is shutting down. I just can't wait to receive my money.
I'm not gonna get no money. I'm still working every day, so I'm not gonna get a dime.
Me too.
Oh yeah, I'm still working.
I'll wait 2 months.
Yeah, so
where my check?
My job. We work at home anyway, so it was no thing for me to just. I didn't even bring none of my work stuff home because I work at home anyway. But I see so many people, oh my God, I gotta bring all my stuff home. And I'm like, I got a laptop and a bed. That's what I do. I lay in my bed and work. So
yeah, my job just set me up.
I was looking at the picture,
home,
Valerie.
So that's a blessing.
You said you was in Houston.
Because there's so many people that's losing their jobs right now, being laid off.
Yes. Exactly. And so like I was going to move to Texas in December. Because pretty much, and then I thought about I told my manager, I said, well, I want to move to Costa Rica. He said, as long as you got internet, you can go wherever you want to.
Oh, wait. That's a nice little job.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And I'm not going to Costa Rica, but but I did think about going to Texas.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well,
yeah,
everybody moving here. See, like everybody moving to Houston. I don't know why, but been cleaning up a lot. Ray said he been cleaning up a lot. Oh, Valerie, you in Houston, Texas?
She said, who missed their nail appointment?
I haven't been to the nail shop in like 6 months. Probably a little longer than that.
What's a nail shop?
I've been 2 weeks ago. I'm holding on because the nail shops are closed now, so I'm holding on with mine. But
so they're closed completely, or just certain times? So
the ones here are closed completely. That just started though.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, only thing is really open is what, grocery stores, hardware stores here.
Yep.
Yeah.
In Kansas, they just approved where you can drive, like, because the bars are closed, you can drive by and get a drink.
Oh, babe, we've been having that here in Houston, Texas. Valerie, you know about the daiquiri shack?
No, they have a daiquiri shack, but we're talking about driving up in a car
at the bar
and get a drink in your car
from the bar.
Yes.
Oh,
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, they have a daiquiri shack in Kansas, but they just approved it. And I said, y'all are promoting drinking and driving.
Right? I didn't look at it like that. Oh, wow.
It's like, what in the world?
So you pull up, get a shot and go.
Yeah, get a shot and go. They're selling drinks on the curb, man.
2 shots.
Look,
they have
as long as you go to the liquor store, you know, I mean, why you got to go? That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, in Kentucky, Louisville, they're like that too. You can pull up to their stores. They have a drive-through window. They can make you a drink. You tell them what you want in and pull up. And I was like, "This is legal? We can just drive over."
We even have drive-through
liquor
stores.
She's like, "This don't have it all in the window, but yeah, you drive off." I said, "Now this crazy right here."
Right
here.
Well, if you go down to Mobile. That's where I had my first daiquiri out on the, you can go in and have a drink and walk around the streets with daiquiri at the daiquiri shop.
That's crazy. I went to college in Mobile. They just started that a few years ago where you could, because at first you couldn't walk around with alcohol. At first you couldn't.
I was there and
they had never had that here in Cleveland. These fools.
2016 was when I got mine. 2016.
We even have drive-through liquor stores. You can pull up and ask for a bottle.
Oh yeah, we have that in Kansas for sure. You can drive up there, drive through this broke. I need this.
Give me that bottle of hand. That fifth hand. Watch. What you say? Which one from Mobile? Yes.
No,
I'm not. You know about that one, yeah.
I traveled to Mobile, but I'm not from there.
I used to live there for 4 years. I went to college there, so.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm not big of fast food. I almost make homemade food. Okay. We have it here. Let me put some. I'm just gonna put some.
Okay.
We're gonna cover up some faces, but Valerie said yes. We have it here. Ray said, I don't have to worry of the malls because
really? I hate the malls, so you ain't gotta worry about me ever going. Men don't have to worry about me shopping because I hate it.
I love to shop, but I do a lot of shopping online.
Man, people had me laughing because they were saying now a lot of these stores are advertising sales, and it's like, why are we buying clothes right? Like now is not the time to buy clothes.
Worried about no clothes.
Yeah, people are worried about if they have a job or not and paying bills. They're not worried about clothes, but these stores are worried about staying open.
Yeah, staying open and people draw.
Order your stuff, go pick it up. A lot of them are going to that, you know, giving discounts where you buy your stuff and then just pull up and they'll bring it out to you. Because I was going to, I bought a sewing machine. I've never used electric sewing machine. So I was going to start, I was like, figured it's the time to do it. So I was going to go to Joann's and I was like, I saw they had an app. And on the app, it has where you can pick out whatever you want. And then they just did this where you can just go and pick it up at the curb. And I was like, oh, they had just created that, you know, that process. And I was like, okay. And you get 30% off.
Yeah, they trying to stay in business so some people can keep their jobs. I don't know. I don't know.
I was in Dollar Tree today, y'all. It was packed. So let me tell y'all.
Oh, I got to go to the store. I have to go tomorrow. I should have went today.
Mask. I had a scarf on my head. I look crazy. Do you hear me? I was walking around like this, and every time somebody was in the aisle, I'm scurrying down the aisle, getting what I need. I have all these wipes in my purse. So I'm opening up the door, and then the ladies, I'm watching all these people touching the machine as they, touch their cards. And I was like, you want a wipe? You want some sanitizer? I got some sanitizer. You want some? No, I'm good. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I ended up with face masks and gloves. I bought some online, probably like a year ago for my ASMR video. So I ended up. So I was lucky if I need them. I haven't really used my kids walking around here with them, using them up. I told them they better leave that alone because we might really need them.
I don't think that's. I have my sanitizer. I have my wipe. When I walk around, I have my glove. My towelette.
I'm gonna do my video tomorrow.
I haven't been out in a week until today, so.
I might do my video tomorrow how to make hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I'm gonna post mine sometime. I told you, I was supposed to post it today and I didn't post it. So I'll probably post it tomorrow or whenever. All
right, you guys. We've been on here for 2 minutes, 2 hours. Wow. So any last words?
I'm full.
And I need to eat something because I'm hungry.
I forgot he was eating. How did you make
That's what I could say.
Ketolicious, how did you make
great conversations?
I know.
We should do this again. This is nice. Yeah, we should definitely do this again.
Oh yeah,
maybe
I had fun. I enjoyed myself.
On her channel next.
Yes, we can switch up channels and have the little girl chat. I'm talking about little girl chat. Girl chat. So if y'all want to, we can, and we can talk about. I'll come up with some topics. Everybody can just come up with some topics, and that will, we can.
I got one that you can do. I've been trying to do on my channel for a long time. One case stuck. And so spiritually single is a topic that I have been trying to do on my channel, and I have not been able to do it for almost 2 years. I haven't been able to do it. I don't know why.
Spiritually single?
Yeah. What's stopping you from doing it?
I don't know. Every time I start it, it stops. So I don't know. So I don't know if I'm supposed to do that or not. So I've tried it twice in 2 years, and both times it just stopped. Completely.
Is it you stopped, or you just felt like you didn't have the audience to keep talking about it?
In my spirit, I couldn't continue.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she'll be back because
What
we're
happened
on
to
here.
one day?
That's the one thing I like about StreamYards is that if you drop off, it still stays live, so you can come back and not have any issues. So if it ever drops
I'm
off,
like,
you can
how
always
she
come back.
the whole side go off and come back.
Girl,
There she
and
is.
I'm like, who not in here is me?
Oh, okay.
I'm like, who? Okay, I see Casey, I see Keto, I see Carrie. Who not in here? Lord help me.
You.
Oh my goodness. So who's gonna be available for next?
Casey
What?
wanted to tell you something she wanted to talk about.
No,
Okay.
you remember I was talking about doing spiritually single for almost 2 years and never really completed that. Remember, I was talking about doing spiritually single, that series started out and then something happened and I don't know, spiritually within me, I just could never complete it. I don't know why.
Right.
But it's because spiritually single can be a lot of things. It could be a woman who's married, but married to a man who's not, like we were talking about God, that some men don't believe in God. So you can still be spiritually single, even though you're married. So there was a lot of, it's pretty deep. And I think that's probably part of it. There's so many different directions that it could have went in that I don't think I could hold the audience by myself. I think that's the whole thing is that trying to have that discussion when I haven't been married or, so you need to have like different moving parts to actually have this discussion. I think that was the issue is that I could not give it what it needed to be successful. I think
like
that's
to
why.
have more life. I'm gonna see if I can get some males in here next time because it will be really great to get that male opinion of our conversation of our topics. But
one single and one married.
I might be able to get somebody on here with me one day. Actually, I was gonna do a live today with him, but we actually lost our time, went crazy. So maybe I'll see if he can come on one day and give his opinion. Because we do need to understand their logic opposed to ours. You know what I mean? Because they think different than us. It's just simple as that.
Yeah.
I got really great advice from 1K today that encouraged me to not completely kick him to the curb. So I'm not giving up as of right now, but
yeah, a relationship is a working in progress, like everybody. Where my shoe at? Oh.
Yeah, so nobody's perfect. I think sometimes we have to remember we all have our own flaws too. So we go into relationships wanting people to be perfect, and that's just that's not how it's gonna be.
Exactly.
That's
and I
so
admit,
true.
I told him, I said, it's gonna take a really good man to deal with all of this over here. I can be difficult. So I already know I am, but I'm getting better. I will say that. I know that I'm better. I'm better than I was. My conversation with God is always about me trying to be better each and every day. And then you ain't ready to be your wife yet. So I'm still working on you. Okay.
That's true.
I always say I'm a work in progress.
We all are.
Exactly.
There's Rico that came up in the house.
And who?
Rico Bizarre
Hey, Rico. How you doing? Hello. Now, see, Rico could have came on here.
Up here. Exactly.
Rico, what's the question? Wait a minute. Do you want to? Are y'all ready to go? Or y'all got like 10 minutes so we can get a man's perspective?
I'm good. Whatever you guys decide to do.
Rico, do you want to come on the panel? We're talking about relationships. And you can just give us what? Why are you laughing, Casey?
Nothing.
I'm gonna put the thing. You got 10 minutes. Come on, and we want to know. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. I'm pressing all kind of stuff.
It's hot. I need to go turn on the air.
It was hot in here.
I know.
But you know what, Casey? It was hot earlier when I was talking to you, and it rained, and now it feel like 60-something degrees outside. It's a little cool.
He said he can't. He's at work right now.
Oh, okay. Well, next time.
Yeah, it's like 87, 88 today. So I'm going to go and turn on the air. I hate turning on the air at night, but it's hot.
So we will chat, and if y'all want to do this again next Friday at the same time, and get, like I said, get some males in here so they can voice their opinion as well.
If you want, we can post something on Instagram, maybe get some people to give some questions, maybe. That would be good.
Anybody want to host it?
Rico said he can't right now. He at work.
Yeah. All right, Rico.
I like everybody else hosting. I haven't been really doing videos on my channel, so my channel is pretty like, so I'm kind of not really doing right now.
I don't even know how to go live at this point.
What you say? You're not ready to go live?
I said I don't know how to go live. So.
Yeah. You will have to download the StreamYard. You have to
download. It's just a link. She ain't got to download StreamYard.
No, I'm saying that you want to host it. Is it? Wait, yeah, you're right. It was just a link. I'm sorry.
She's trying to make look. It's just a link, and you just set up your stuff and go live.
You just
sign up. It's not a download or anything. Nothing.
Well, thank you, Casey. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sorry. It's not a download. It's.
Well, all right, ladies. I will host. Either Casey gonna host or I'm gonna host it.
I'm not hosting.
I know.
I like coming and just being a part of it and going home. I mean, laying down. Did y'all see the meme where the girl was getting ready, going to the living room? She put on her makeup. I'm on my way to the living room.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm silly, y'all. I love the Lord, but I love to be silly and have fun because life is short.
You know, this was my first time being on live. So this was my first time being on live, so I was kind of nervous. So maybe by next week I'll be loosened up.
Get some feedback. What you think?
What you nervous, Kara? You girl, you a natural. Look at you looking beautiful.
Exactly. I know, right? Looking snatched. Okay.
You gonna be funny all over again. You know? I want to go back to 30.
Love look a lot alike.
Exactly.
Somebody, I heard that one time. I did hear that one
time. Girl, does when be low wear hair like that.
I used to get Nicki Minaj. I do not see Nicki Minaj. I don't understand that one. I
don't see that.
You do.
No,
you do.
I don't see Nicki.
I see that too.
But when she smiles, she look like somebody. I can't.
Very, very beautiful. You beautiful, girl.
Thank you.
Yes.
As a child, it was
like you going live.
As a child, it was Raven because I have a picture when I was young. I looked just like she did off the Cosby Show when I was young. People used to think I was her, but yeah, I don't look like Raven Simone anymore.
When I have my weight loss surgery, I'm gonna look just like what is her name, Lauryn Hill again. That's why I used to look like her.
That could be a good topic too. Women's getting mommy makeovers or weight loss surgery. That could be a good topic.
I'm doing a series on my channel right now, which I actually have a video from my doctor that I'm doing. I just haven't put it up yet. I haven't edited yet, but I'm doing it once a month because I do go see him once a month for the next 6 months. So I told him I wanted to interview him. So. And talking about it. So yeah, that would be good topic.
Yeah, that's
because a lot of people say, oh, you're not bad enough to have weight loss surgery. I'm like, that is not the criteria, the only criteria. There's other criteria for having that. So leave me alone.
Yeah.
Right. If that's what you want. That's what you want to have. I mean, that's fine. If you okay with it, I'm okay with it.
Well, if you have a lot of comorbid. You're terrified of the what?
I'm terrified of the recovery. I want to have a mommy makeover. But
I'm terrified. A week recovery, and I'm back to work.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I can
wow.
I can literally drive home the next day if I wanted to. So, but yeah, I have a lot of comorbidities. I have to do something, you know, to get this under control. I'm too young to be going through. I've been going through this for 25 years. I need to do something. They've been wanting me to do this for 13 years now. So it's time to do something. So, honey, but I am going to take advantage of it because when I lose the weight, I'm gonna have the tummy tuck and all of that stuff. Now that's the scary part for me, because those are the more complicated surgeries.
Yeah. Well, once I feel like if you pray about it, continue to pray about it, you'll be fine.
Oh,
and
I'm definitely.
Only reason why I say this is because me personally, and I'm just getting to the point where I'm open enough really to talk about it. But I had a liver transplant about 7 months ago. I know I don't look like it.
Listen,
I did. And so
I didn't hear.
Yeah, I had a liver transplant about maybe, has it been 7-8 months yet? Probably 7 months ago.
That is a blessing.
Yeah. And I was nervous knowing that I had to have surgery. I was nervous about it for the longest. And I remember I used to just pray about it all the time, because I got to the point where I wasn't sleeping, because I knew like that is usually, you know, if you get a living donor that's planned, well, if you're getting, you know, a donor that's not living, that's unplanned, you can get a phone call anytime. So I got to the point I prayed about it all the time, and I had no fear about it whatsoever. So when I did get the call, I was prepared, and I knew that everything was going to be okay.
Oh yeah,
I had brain surgery, so
that's a blessing.
Yeah, that is a blessing. So when you have that spirit, that peace in your spirit, it's so much easier, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's how I was too with my brain surgery. Yeah,
he know when we ready.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes, when you go with God, you know everything's gonna be okay.
Exactly.
We'll be on here for another hour. We're talking about God now. Shoot. We'll be on here another hour talking about the miracles and the blessings that we don't receive from God. Honey, we'll be on here for 10 hours. Hooray.
Well, let me tell you my little testimony. No, I got baby. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say this, but we'll say that for another conversation. It's funny. I'm loud. Oh my God. It's funny I'll say probably about a year or two ago, I was saying, man, I don't have no new testimony. You know, God, you know, give me a new baby. Be careful what you ask for. He gave me one, and I have one. Yes, I do. That's all I want to say. I have a new testimony.
All right, Miss Valerie. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you.
Yes, because we're getting ready to get out of here because we'll go on. You know how women
we'll talk forever and ever.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
it. Was a pleasure, ladies. I appreciate you. I will make sure that I subscribe to your channel. I need to make sure. I got to go up. Keto, can you type in the chat again for me?
Who?
It's Keto, because I don't think I have. I was gonna. Can you type in the chat for me? In the chat, so I can get your link to your channel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, everybody goes. I should have said this everybody go show everybody love. I'm gonna put everybody link in the description box below. Everybody, please go show love and support to everybody. And anybody want to say anything about you and your channel before we go? Because baby, we getting ready to get up out of here. I was sipping on a little something and I'm getting sleepy.
I'm sipping on a little something too.
You've been drinking.
You've been drinking.
What? Well, it was mango.
I'm about to smoke it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Casey. What you saying? You been what? What was that? Let me hear.
Look. You slay, girl.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so who mine? What is that?
Yes, honey. About to get my Get my CBD on,
Relax.
honey.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
that's legal, honey. That's illegal. So y'all know nothing about that. So,
Oh, okay.
What is that? No. Okay, everybody go ahead and say something about their channel before we get up out of here. Anybody? Well, my name is 1K YellowDiamond. No, I'm just playing.
My name is Kera Nichelle. Y'all, please subscribe to my channel. I am new to YouTube. I think I've only been doing my channel for about 6-7 months now. Yeah, I do topic videos, vlogs, get ready with me, lifestyle. Subscribe to me.
All right.
You also have are you on Facebook? I know you have an Instagram as well.
Yeah, my Instagram is Kera_Nichelle. Same as my YouTube name, just with an underscore in the middle. And my Facebook is Kera Marshall with 2 L's at the end.
Okay, all right. Don't come up at
Miss Keto.
You want me to go?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm Ketolicious Ness. I'm a mukbanger. Most of my mukbangs are keto meals. So I just show people how I lose weight. I'm on Instagram at Ketolicious_Ness and Facebook Ketolicious Ness. So y'all come check me out. I'll probably be doing a lot more than mukbanging, you know, get readies and all kind of stuff. So, but just come hit me up.
Well, I'm Casey Detox Diva, and I am Casey Detox Diva on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. Okay, if you look me up on Google, I'm one of the probably first persons you see on there. All about healthy stuff. I'm allergic to a lot of things, so I have to eat healthy. I don't eat meat. I'm allergic. So teaching people how to do DIYs, natural things, talking about God, prayer, scripture. I pray for people, love on people, real conversations about life, and just, just love to have fun. I also have another channel, but I'm not going to talk about it, but it's all about funny, just being silly. So I think I'm going to do more stuff on TikTok instead of doing the other channel. I'm probably going to cancel that channel and do more TikTok funnies. My son told me the other day, Mama, you funny. You need to do it on TikTok. So I have downloaded TikTok, and I am Casey Detox Diva on TikTok as well. So I'm going to be doing some kind of something on there. I don't know what, but yeah.
Me too.
So,
I got a TikTok too.
My youngest son had me doing that. How that dance go?
I don't know, they got 2 out now.
You got what?
They got more than 2. Actually, the third one a day.
Oh, yeah, they keep coming out with new stuff. I can't even keep up.
I want to do the Meg Stallion one.
Oh,
You want that one?
Oh Lord, I messed that up. I'm trying to put
I want to do that one. Well, it was fun, ladies. I hope y'all be safe. And
I'm gonna have to go find me something to eat.
Chat.
Yes.
all right then. I really enjoyed it.
I mean, not see. Put your link in the chat right now.
I closed my
your Facebook.
My YouTube. I closed it, so I don't have it anymore.
It's in there.
Okay. Hey, easy. We getting ready to get out of here. Yes, we could have had him come on, but baby, we getting ready to go. We've been on here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. How you doing? Going on 30 minutes. All right, you guys. Until next time, hopefully we'll be back Friday at 8 p.m. with some little chat. And if some guys, please join us as well. And until next time, love you guys so much. Everybody stay safe.
Bye.
Welcome. Come on, Casey. Come on.
Welcome.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Welcome to my channel.
Welcome to my channel.
Y'all need to go back and watch the older videos of
Welcome.
She's eating popsicles and all kinds of.
Welcome to my channel. Hello. How is everybody Oh my
See y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Till next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. You came in late. We don't love you too. Yeah. All right. Bye, y'all. We'll be here next Friday. So come check us out. Love you. Bye-bye. Welcome.